Alrighty now. Hey everybody. 1959, Milwaukee at Philadelphia. This game is being played Friday, the 22nd of May, 1959. The Milwaukee Braves are 19-13, and the Philadelphia Phillies are 10-24. So hopefully we can pick up a victory. We've been in a little bit of a slump. I think we lost 2 in a row. I think that's the first time that's happened. So we're in a little bit of a slump. It's going to be Lou Burdette versus Robin Roberts. They're both Bs, so it's evenly matched up. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. We're playing Fall Classic Baseball. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And some of our sponsors are Marlboro. Got the Marlboro scoreboard, and come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro Country. Also, Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Capture the flavor of a great time. Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Ask for the original Pabst Blue Ribbon. And we're ready to start off. It's Bill Brewton leading us off. Brewton is batting .307. 3 home runs and 100 at bats. So now it's starting to get fun because once you get to the 100 at bat point, now it's a little bit getting one, I guess, 5th or 6th of the season. Fall Classic Baseball, you roll 2 dice. You read the larger one first, like an apple, 21, and that'll be an out. It's a bouncer to second. Let's go over the lineups. Anderson up with it. Sparky Anderson went away. It's Brewton in center field. Matthews at third base. Aaron the right fielder. Covington in left field. Tory the first baseman. Crandall the catcher. Logan the shortstop. Mentee the second baseman. And Burdette the pitcher. That's for the Braves. For the Phillies, it's Ashburn in center field. Fernandez the shortstop. Boucher the first baseman. Post the right fielder. Anderson, the left fielder. Jones, the third baseman. Sparky Anderson, the second baseman. Hegan, the catcher, and Robin Roberts, the pitcher. 1 out. Who's the next batter? A. Matthews, batting lefty. 45, and that'll be a fly ball to center field for the first out. A second out, 2 out now. And here's Hank Aaron. Mr. Aaron to you, 41. That should be a base on balls, but no. Robin Roberts, man, he has some control. Holy smokes. That'll be an out. That'll be a fly ball to center field. And that's Ashburn under it. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Easy inning, so 4-8-8. So I guess we got to go back to this. I forgot I was even doing this part. And here comes the bottom of the first inning. Richie Ashburn, lefty, hitting against Lou Burdette. That's a 63, and a 63 will be a grounded to short. Played by Logan, who throws a strike to first, 1 down. 6-3. And it's a 22 for Chico Fernandez, and an 11 will be an out. That'll be a bouncer to a little nubber in front of the plate. Out from behind the plate, it played is Del Crandall, and he picks it up and over to first for 2 outs. So that's a 2-3. And now it's a 44, and that is ripped to right for a base hit for Boucher. 2 out, 1 on. Cleanup hitter. Post. Post is, wow, he's batting .358 with 10 home runs. Yikes. Wally Post. He's having a good season. He only hit 22 home runs in 450 at-bats, and he's got 10 already in 120 at-bats. Yikes, but that's the replay baseball engine. That's not the Fall Classic engine. That's a 42, and a 42 is an out. That'll be a bouncer to second. That'll retire the side. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We move to the top of the second. So, yeah. I got to start doing this with some Stratomatic. Wes Covington now. That's a 36, and the 36 will be a fly ball center field. Next is Frank Tory, who's really struggling. And that's going to be a line out to 6 to the shortstop. L6, 2 out. So it's an 8 now. L6. And now it's Del Crandall. Crandall is batting .216, so he's struggling as well. He's got good power, though. 7 home runs, and that's a 52 with a 2. Struck him out. Robin Roberts gets him with a curveball. No runs, no hits. We move to the bottom of the second. 1959, when I started this replay, I know nothing about it. And even today, I know nothing about it. I continue to not know anything about this. Check out Kurt Berglund stuff and RJL stuff. They're doing some real fun and entertaining quality streams and videos. Here's Harry Anderson. He's a left-handed hitter. Here's Lou Burdette, who also has tremendous control, but this is going to be a frozen rope to right. Oop, put it in the wrong spot. So at least I'm awake. I played a game yesterday. I was asleep through half of it, and then when I got back in the morning, I looked at it and I said, wow, I never changed the picture. The score is like 9-0. And I thought it was like 4-0. I was going back to the game thinking, oh, it's 4-0. Guy hit a grand slam. But no, it was 9-0 or 8-0, something like that. It was very terrible. And I was just asleep. I didn't know the score. I was playing while asleep. Willie Jones is up with a runner on first. And let's try a hit and run. And that's going to be a 7. A 7, a 61 is a strike. Ooh, -6 for the steal on this. -6. He's a 10, so it's a 4 or less. We need for... Nope, he's out. Oh, actually, that's a pickoff attempt. Pickoff attempt, and Burdette is a weak arm. And he's a righty, so that's not going to be good. We're going to have to roll really low, like a 1, 2, or... Oh, a 2. I think he gets picked off. Wait a second. What? All right. Got to find one of these cards. Okay, pickoff attempt. Righty, weak arm. 1 and 2. He's out. Oh, my God. He gets picked off by Lou Burdette, who couldn't pick off his grandmother. 1-3 here. And that's 1 down. Willie Jones is still up. Here's a pitch, and that's a 62, and a 62 will be a fly ball to right. That's Luna protecting the household. And here's Sparky Anderson with 2 out, and Sparky Anderson with a 33, and that is a ground ball up the middle and through in the center field. So Anderson with a 2-out single bounces one up the middle, and it gets through. So it was Anderson. I never did this. It was a single, and then it was a pickoff. Yikes! And then it was and then of course it's a 33, which was another single for Sparky Anderson. All right, so here's Jim Hegan. Jim Hegan, the catcher. Here's a pitch with 2 outs, and that's a 21. Struck him out, and that retires the side. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left, and no score. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. And remember, like and subscribe, and reach out, make your comments. I always respond to everybody's comments, just to know that you're out there. Logan is up. Johnny Logan, very cool name. 16, and that'll be a bouncer to short. Scooped up by Fernandez and lets it fly. 1 down. 6-3. Here's Felix Mentee, 64, and that'll be a fly ball center field. 2 outs. So this is a center. He's a fly ball pitcher. Okay, he's a fly ball pitcher, so you're gonna get a lot of fly balls, not too many ground balls. Here's Lou Burdette, a 13, struck him out, and that retires the side. So he's retired 9 in a row. So Robin Roberts has got it going on here in 1959. I think it's May 22nd. Is that what I said it was? Jesus. Here's Robin Roberts. Where is he? Here he is. All right. Here's a pitch from Burdette. That's a 46 with an 18. Oh, he did have he did have a double, so he may get a double here. We're going to roll against the center fielder's arm. Brewton is in center field, and Brewton has an arm of a 2. So 1 and 2, the throw to second, and he is safe. So So leadoff double by the pitcher, Robin Roberts. Mentee was 8 in the K. So a leadoff double for the pitcher, Robin Roberts. And here comes the top of the order. Ashburn. I'm going to stop throwing. I'm going to pull some cards for the outs now. Just switch it up a little bit. That's going to be a 41, and that'll be an out. Kind of an out. It's a line out. 2-1 is line out right back to the pitcher. Now we got to throw for a double play, and no. So it's ripped to the pitcher, right back to Burdette, who in self-defense makes the catch. L1. And looked to see if he could throw to get him out at second, but there was no chance of that. Roberts was quick enough. Wasn't really off the bag very much. Here's a 35 and a 35. Will be a bouncer up the middle, and that's through. Will the run score? There's going to be a play at the plate from the left fielder. Left field is Covington. I think Covington is a 3, and he is. So here's the play at the plate, and he is out at the plate. 7-2, and runner will. It's a hit, and the batter advances to second base. So this game has all that, integrated into the flow of the game. And that's going to be a detail, a single. And then it's going to be, let me make sure I did that properly. Let me cancel out. Yeah, it's going to be detail. It's going to be a single, and then it's going to be a 7-2, and the batter is out at home, and he goes to the runner is out at home, and the batter goes to second. There it is. It took care of all that business. So now there's 2 outs, and it's Boucher, Ed Boucher. Pitch from Burdette, and that's a 42, and that'll be a bouncer. He's a lefty, bouncer to first, and the first baseman Tory will flip to Burdette covering, and that retires the side. So no runs, 2 hits, and we move to the top of the 4th. So we got a good game going here. I'm glad. So that was Boucher with a 3-1. All right. Bill Brewton, or Brewton, excuse me. Trying to say his name right. I put those cards in the wrong place. That's going to be a 13, and that's a bouncer to first. And scooped up by Boucher, who makes the play. 1 down. So that's G3. Next is a 26, which is ripped for a base hit, single off Roberts. That's the first hit of the game. So Eddie Matthews lines one to right center field, and played by Ashburn holds Matthews to a single. Here comes Mr. Aaron. Aaron has so that's a single for Matthews. Aaron has 4 home runs and 100. He actually, I think he let's see. Here we can see his actual home runs. You can't see that. Let me see if I could. I can't move that screen. But anyway, I can still click. If I click on his name, I get the stats. And let me see if I close this play. No, I can't. I can't slide it over. Cannot slide it over. But he hit 39 home runs. He only has 4, so he's really struggling here. But I'm sure he'll catch fire. Let's see what happens. Here's a pitch to Aaron, and that's going to be a 45. 55 would have been a home run, most likely. Yep, would have been. 45, 65, and a lot of numbers. He's got like 3 home run numbers. Just doesn't roll any of them. And that'll be a 45, and a 45 will be a fly ball. Again to center field. Covering a lot of ground out there is Ashburn, Richie Ashburn. In center, roaming the center field grass for the Philadelphia Phillies here in 1959. Here's Wes Covington, 1 on, 2 out, and a 46 with a 16, and that'll be a foul ball, and that's near the stands, and the third baseman reaches in and comes up with it. F-O-5. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And we move to the bottom of the 4th. Here it comes. Who's batting in the 4th? Wally Post. He's a beast. Wally Post with 10 home runs. With a 44, and that is ripped for a single. So lead runner is on with a single. And here's Anderson. He's going to swing away. That's a 21. Struck him out. Chases a high fastball. Burdette knows what he's doing on the mound. So it's a strikeout now. 1 out. And here's Willie Jones, right-handed batter, with a 45, and that'll be an out. A 4. That's going to be a 4. Ooh, he's a W. I think Mentee is a W arm. W arm doesn't get those double plays. Yeah, he's going to be a fielder's choice. The throw doesn't make it to first base in time. So 2 out, runner on first. Jones is on at first now. Willie Jones, and here is Sparky Anderson. He's singled. So that's a single and a 4-6. And it's a snake eyes, and the snake eyes will be line and caught by the pitcher. Again, Burdette, I think that's the second line out he catches. So right back up the middle, and Burdette makes the grab. L1. If you're scoring at home, we go to top of the 5th. No score here. No score. Frank Tory's up. He's in a deep slump. He batted .228, but in our game he's batting .132. Man, I can't get a hit for him. Oh, he's going to get one here. And he's got a 12, which a base hit single through the hole into right field, past the diving Anderson, who looked like he slowed it up with his glove, but Post comes onto it quickly and keeps Tory to a single. Del Crandall now. Del Crandall has good power, so I'm not going to do any hit and runs or any funny business. That's going to be a 26 against a lefty. It will be a single. Otherwise, it's a fly ball to deep left. Backing up is Anderson on the track, and he hauls it in. So 1 out. And right now we have a scoreless tie, a pitcher's duel. I love these, man. It's what I live for. Milwaukee, no runs, 2 hits and no errors. Philadelphia, no runs, 6 hits and no errors. Hope everybody's rolling lots of dice at home and enjoying the greatest hobby in the world that keeps us, out of trouble and keeps us sane and keeps us away from the madness of the world today. And I can't be grateful enough to our great hobby that has so much. I wonder what it'll look like in 5 years. I mean, a lot of it must die down. I mean, COVID, I think, really, supercharged just the production in our hobby. Just because everybody, all the guys, everybody our age was locked in at home, and we really didn't want to go out and didn't want to get sick. So we just said, well, what's the safest thing I can do, man, and just keep myself busy at home? Read, yeah, sure. Watch some TV, sure. But also our hobby. And the proliferation of all these Facebook groups that are related to our hobby. That's a great aspect of it as well. So we got a runner at first, and we got 1 out here in the top of the 5th. And it's going to be Johnny Logan up. Johnny Logan has power as well. He hit 13 home runs, but we're going to try a hit and run with Johnny Logan to see if we can get something going. There goes Tory, and that's a 35. And let's see what a 35, we're going to look at the little chart. We got little baby charts here. And 35 is going to be dice roll 35. First check for a single. Okay. So 35 is going to be a 1 to 18 single. So let's roll 1. So 19, no, it's a base hit, and that'll send the runner to third. Exactly what the Brewers want. Brewers have lost, sorry, not the Brewers, the Braves have lost 2 in a row. So there goes Tory, and Logan through the hole. So covering was the second baseman, Anderson, and Logan hit it into that hole into right field. And that's going to allow Tory to go first and third. And now, with 1 out, we got a runner 90 feet away here. It would be the first run of the game. Let's see what happens. So Robin Roberts, who's been untouchable for most of the game, has allowed 2 hits here. And here's the pitch to Felix. And we're going to play the corners in the middle double play depth. So that's going to be a 16. And if it's a grounder, It's going to be a double play, and it will not be. It's going to be a fly ball to right, and I think a runner will tag up on this. It's going to be a sac fly, and it will be. It's a fly ball to right, and tagging up is Tory, and Tory will come in to score. 19, yep. And here comes the pitcher, Burdette, Lou Burdette. So it's a fly ball to right. Big fly ball there for a guy who doesn't play all that often. Felix, what was it, Felix the Cat? No, it was Felix Mentee. All right, here's Burdette. Run around first, and a 53 and a 14. This is going to be a range play to the right fielder, a 14. Who's in right field? That's Post. And Post's number out there, Post is going to be, oh, I got to get Philadelphia. Let me get their defensive chart. So one great thing about this game comes with these defensive charts. Let's get Pittsburgh. Let's go to Philadelphia. There it is. Post is going to be not a great range. An 8 is going to let that ball fall in for a single, but runner is going to take an extra base. So that's going to be first and third now. So Burdette picks up a base hit, a range hit a little bloop to right field, and it looked like Post was going to catch up to it, but he hesitated off the bat, misread it, and that ball drops in, dunks in right in front of him, and we're going to have runners on first and third now with 2 outs again. And that was a sac fly here with an RBI. I didn't write that in. All right, we got it all going on. And Bill Brewton, who's batting .301, his actual batting average, now you can start doing that, right? His actual batting average was .289. And here's a pitch from Robin Roberts. A 23 is going to be a 116. Struck him out, and that retires the side. But they pick up the first run of the game, and the Braves lead it by a score of 1-0. That's 1 run on 3 hits. And my dogs at this time go bananas because there's other dogs being walked, and when they look out the window, they get excited. Let's see if we can play through this noise. But they are the greatest dogs on planet Earth, man. Love your pets, because a lot of people abuse their pets and don't love their pets and don't treat their pets and don't care much about their pets, and that's sad. So really make up for that, and treat your pets like kings, because we need to do that as a humanity. We need to be good to each other. Jim Hegan leading off here in the bottom of the 5th with a snake eyes, and that'll be let's pull a card for the out. It'll say a fly out to center field. Over is Brewton, and he makes the catch, so 1 out. And next is Robin Roberts with a 13, and that's going to be an out of some kind. It's going to be a fly out again to medium center, so back-to-back outs to center field. And next is Richie Ashburn with a 41, and that's again an out because Lou Burdette has great control. And this is lifted to shallow right coming in hard is Aaron, and Aaron with a nice running catch, and that retires the side. 3 up and 3 down for Lou Burdette. Here comes Eddie Matthews batting .298. I think in reality batted like .287 or .289, .298. Oh, okay. No, in real was .306, and our replay's batting .298. Yeah, he's been in a slump, man. These guys were hitting heavy for the first 30 games, and all of a sudden the last 3 games I haven't been able to get a hit. So I love that about baseball. It's got those ups and downs. Here's Matthews, so I'm going to be bunting 53. That's a range check on somebody at 10. Let's see if we get a hit out of it. Center field, and center field is Ashburn. Ashburn is a 7, so that's going to dunk in. That's going to fall in, and that's going to get away past Ashburn. And digging for second is Matthews, and Matthews is in there with a double. So misplayed, a high hop. And just kind of hit off a pebble or stone or something, just got away from Ashburn. No error there. It's a double, straight up double for Matthews, a leadoff double. So he's 2 for 3 tonight, so that'll help his batting average. Here's Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron batted .331, batted I think .350 in reality. So what do they do with Aaron here? He's in trouble. You know what? They're going to walk Aaron. They're going to walk him and set up a double play, which works for me like every time. Covington is up. And we're going to bunt, even though Covington, we're going to bunt. Oh, he's a 3-bunter. Not a good bunter. Not a good bunter. So we're not going to bunt with him. We're going to let him hit away. And that's going to be a 21, which will be an out. What kind of an out? Oh, that's going to be a double play. I knew it. I knew it. That's going to be a double play. First and second. Has to be a strong arm. Oh, no, with a 1 runner's advance. With a 1 runner's advance. So it's a 6-3, and both runners advance. A ball hitting the hole, and Fernandez gets to it. There's only one play, and that's going to be the first. Long throw, and he gets Covington. But both runners advance on this grounder, which is good. Productive out. Here's Frank Tory. This is a guy who can't hit a lick, man. Batted .228, but, man, he's really struggling. Only plays half the season, 263 at-bats. He has 77 so far. He's batting .143. He's got a hit today. So his batting average went up 10 points. But I don't know what. He can't buy a hit in this game. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 24, which will be a 1-7 hit by pitch. On the pitcher's modifier, it'll be 0. So that's going to be a 14 with runners. Oh, we're going to have to play the infield in on this. And a 14 is going to be a ground ball. And that ball is through into the outfield. 1 run scores, and the other one will hold up. So an RBI single for Tory. He hit it past the drawn-in infield, picks up an RBI, and that's going to be 2-0 Braves. All right, so first and third, and again, they're going to play the corners in and the middle halfway for Del Crandall. Here's the pitch from Roberts. That's going to be a 61. A 61. We struck him out. Curveball gets Crandall. And that's 2 outs. And next up is Johnny Logan. Love Johnny Logan. Here it is. And that's a 23, and that will be a fly ball to right. This will be caught by Post. And 1 run comes in on 2 hits. And the Braves lead it 2-0. We are at the bottom of the 6th. All right. So it's 2-0. The Braves with 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The Phillips with no runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Remember to like and subscribe and to click that little bell so you get notified of my videos. I'll be doing an APA Classic 1967. I got some stuff in the pipeline coming up. I also got a Stratomatic game coming up, and I'm replaying some Status Pro as well. So that's all going to be fun. And you get to see how these games play as well. You get to get a feel for them. All right, bottom of the 6th, Richie Ashburn made an out. It's going to be Logan with a fly ball to right. And here comes, who is that? Chico Fernandez. At the bottom of the card on the right, you'll see his batting average, 265. And that's going to be a snake eyes, and that'll be an out. We'll pull a card for that, and that'll be bounced to short, charged by Logan, and Logan on the run throws him out. Nice accurate throw by Johnny Logan. Good solid shortstop for the Braves. What the issues they're having is a second base. Second base, they're moving a lot of guys around. Here's Ed Boucher. Ed Boucher, a 285 hitter, played the whole season. That's going to be a 43, and that'll be a fly ball to left field. Coming on is Covington, and Covington gets there. 2 out. Here's Wally Post with a 26, and that will be a ground ball, second. Played easily by Mentee, who throws him out, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. So Burdette will be an A from this point on. He's allowed no runs in 6 innings, so he becomes an A pitcher. I play a lot of games, and probably out of all the games I play, this is probably the most enjoyable game. It has the least setup. In other words, you get all the players, so you don't have to ever worry about printing something out or creating a player, using a nameless card, or any of that. Or it doesn't cost, for example, some games to get all the players you got to pay $140. You know, some games, no, doesn't matter what you pay, you're not going to get all the players unless you start printing them out. This game comes with all the players, PDF, which again, I'm not a PDF guy. I don't recommend them. I say buy the carded sets. And the PDF comes with it, so I don't know why I spend time buying PDFs, because at the end, between the printer ink, the effort, you know, plus the PDF, it's going to come out to $20, $30, $40, and with $60, you probably buy the set, and then you can resell the set if you ever want to sell it. So I definitely highly, for an extra $20, man, it's much better, because you'll be able to get your money back with a PDF. You can't. You're stuck with the PDF forever. You can't give it away. You can't trade it. You know, to be honest about it, you can't do it. And honesty is the best policy. I highly recommend it. So top of the 7th, and here's Felix Mentee against Robin Roberts. Throw 2 dice, 45, and that'll be an out. What kind of an out? Fly out. That'll be the center. 1 down. Lately, I've been starting to play. I did an unboxing of Status Pro, and I've been playing that. And today I just bought a Status Pro for $60 a set. That includes shipping and everything. A season I've been looking for a long time, but I wanted the original, right? 1983. I couldn't find it anywhere. I've been looking and looking for a couple of years. Finally, by accident, I looked today and I saw it. 1983. Lou Burdette, who is 1 for 2, and a 22, and that'll be a strikeout. So Burdette goes down swinging, and Bill Brewton is up 25, and against a righty, that's banged through the right side into right field for a base hit for Brewton. Brewton is on with a single with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. So another hit allowed by Roberts, who's pitched well, is only allowed 7 hits and 2 runs in 6 2/3 innings. Yep, 6 2/3 innings. But now he's got to face Matthews. Eddie Matthews has got 2 hits today. He's got a single and a double. Eddie Matthews with 12 home runs. I think he hit those 12 home runs in like 12 games. And now, you know, he's cooled off. And that's the nature of the beast. You know, so if you play 12 games and he hits 12 home runs, you're like, oh, this is, you know, unrealistic. And I go, no, it's just the dice, man. They get hot, just like players get hot. Here's Eddie Matthews. 2 out, 1 on, 2-0 Braves. And Robin Roberts is still in there. He can go the distance. I love the old-time games. Oh, man. I thought that was going to be a 66, but he could still get, I need a low roll here, super low roll. I need a 1 for a home run. And will I get it? No. And that's going to be a foul ball. And that's going to be the third baseman. He's going to have room, and he makes the catch. Foul out, 5, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And we're moving to the bottom of the 7th inning. Harry Anderson leading off. He's a left-handed hitter. He's 1 for 2 today. And Lou Burdette is an A now. He's got practically no hits on his card at this point. That's a 64, and that'll be a fly ball center field. Over is Brewton. And that's 1 out. Next up, Willie Jones with a 51. That's an error check. And that is going to not be an error. 51, and that's going to be a pitcher, unless the pitcher, no. And he picks it up, hit right back to the mound, and Burdette drops it, picks it up, fires the first in time, 1-3. And here's Sparky Anderson with a 46 and a 12, and that will be a foul ball. Will somebody get to it? Yes, first base. Tory, nice running catch near the fence, avoided hard contact. No runs, no hits. 3 up, 3 down, and we move to the top of the 8th inning. Both pitchers are in this game, which is nice to see. It's not like modern baseball. My God, I read an article on modern baseball. What's happened to our game? Nobody knows. The analytics have taken over. Nobody's playing the game anymore. It's just swinging for fences and striking out. No more triples, no more stolen bases. Game has changed a ton, man. So what are you going to do? All right, here's Hank Aaron against Robin Roberts. Hank Aaron today is 0-for-2 with an intentional walk, and he's going to hit 23, and that'll be a line out to third base. So it's ripped down the line, and Jones with a catch. Nice catch by Wally Jones, is it? Or Willie Jones, I believe it is. It's Wally Post and Willie Jones. Here's Wes Covington. Oh, that's a foul ball. And the catcher goes back. And no, it's in the seats. And that's a snake eyes, and that'll be an out of some kind. And that'll be a line out to left field. So ripped to left, and right there is Anderson. 2 out. So Wes Covington goes the opposite field, but rips the hide off the ball and with a line drive. And here comes Frank Tory. Tory's lifted his batting average on this one. 05 and L7. Tory now is batting 150. He's raised his average like 25 points. Let's mention our sponsors. Marlboro. Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro Country. And Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer captures the flavor of a great time. Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer. Ask for the genuine. And here's Frank Tory. Let's do this with 2 out, nobody on. Top of the 8th, Robin Roberts, the pitch. And that's a 46, and he may get an extra base hit out of this, and he does. That's going to drop in. He's going to try for 2. Against the center fielder's arm, Ashburn. We look at his arm, and it's a 1, so he needs a 1 to throw him out, and he's out at second base. Oh my God, he'll pick up a single, but he gets thrown out. 8-6. What a tag by the shortstop Fernandez. Great play, Ashburn to Fernandez, and they tag out Tory. But Tory picks up his 3rd hit of the day, and that's the guy I was telling you that is just struggling mightily, and he goes 3 for 4. Yikes. Single, but he is out at second base. That'll be 8-6. And Hegan is coming up to bat in the bottom of the 8th, and Lou Burdette pitching a shutout. Shutout 6-hitter. Let's get rid of some dice. Got a lot of dice here. All right, Jim Hegan. Here's a pitch. A 21, and that'll be a strikeout. I'm going to bring a pinch hitter now for Roberts, so he's out of the game. 2-0. You know what, Roberts? What is Roberts? Wait, hold on. Let me check his batting average. 200 batting average with no home runs, 5 doubles. You know what? I'm going to let him bat. I'm going to pull him. I don't want to be unfair. See if these guys can come back. All right. Playing these games really says a lot about your character, you know. Try to be as fair as possible. So we got a couple of guys here. We got the guy named Sawatsky, who's a lefty, and he'll come in. He's a 300 hitter. Sawatsky. Let's see if I can find the Phillies. I got a couple of really great replays going. I got the 76 Yankees. That's one replay I got going. All right, here it is. We're going to look for Sawatsky. Oh, just missed him. There he is. All right, here comes Sawatsky, and that'll be it for Robin Roberts. Carl Sawatsky against Lou Burdette. Here's a pitch, and that is going to be a 32. That does not pay off for the Phillies. It's going to be a fly out to right field, and that's Aaron. Squeezes it for the out, number 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. 2-0. But you can see the score on that big scoreboard on the screen. And here's Richie Ashburn. Let's see. So Sawatsky flies out to right field. It's right center field. Aaron and Brewton over, but it's Aaron who makes the call and the catch. And here's a pitch to Ashburn with a 14, and that will be a swings and bounces it to the second baseman, who scoops it up, plants his feet, and throws out. So Mentee to Tory. 3 up, 3 down. And we move on to the top of the 9th inning. So we're going to grab a new pitcher. It'll be, I try to look at, okay, 2-star, no, we're not going to use 14 out of 38, 16 out of 46. No, we're going to look for some, this guy, Phillips. Phillips, a lefty. Do we have any lefties coming up? No. But he's a guy who's due to pitch. Actually, I can bring this guy Owens. No, he's going to start in 1 game. I got Bowman, who's already reached his limit. So then we're going to go back to, who do we see? Phillips, a lefty. He's the guy who's really has appearances to spare. So it's going to be Phillips coming in. I picked up a set. I have an unboxing. Got to pick up I picked up a very hard to find set. And very highly in demand, and I got really lucky to be able to get a hold of it. Cost me a little bit, but what are you gonna do, you know? Who is it? Phillips. Taylor Phillips is the guy's name. Taylor Phillips, and I'll tell you a little bit about Taylor Phillips. Oh, I just lost him. Had him and I lost him. There he is. Taylor Phillips his whip was 1.8, so he's horrible. But that's what I got. That's what's due up. And these guys pitch 2. He's going to be a B. So, and if he gets in trouble, I'll just find somebody else. But so he'll be a B. Let's see if he can get through this 1 inning. We need him to face Crandall. Crandall's in a slump, so it's good that he's facing this guy. And that'll be a 55, and that'll be ripped. Ripped for a down the line and into the corner. And that's misplayed by Anderson off the wall. Rolls away from him and towards center field. Ashburn's coming over. Crandall around second, chugging around second. He's going to try for third. Here's a relay from Fernandez. The tag by Jones, and he is safe. A triple, leadoff triple for the catcher. What? It's not possible. He had 2 triples, and he gets 1 here. Holy smokes. His numbers are 10 and 11 for a triple on a 55, and I think that's his 2nd triple of the year. And the good thing about this game is you can check that. Let me go to the box score, and it'll tell me. It does all that for me. You know, and that, I think it's his 2nd triple. No, it's his 1st triple of the year. I thought it was his 2nd triple. Johnny Logan with a runner on third now, and we're going to bring the infield in for this. Let's see what happens. Here's a pitch, and that's a 14. It'll be an out. What kind of an out? A fly out to right, and a fly out to right. Wally Post. Fly out to right with a runner on third. What are we? It says it right on the card. Runner on third, advance. S runner might get thrown out. Let's see. Is he an S runner? I think he's an A runner. Yeah, he is. He's not that slow. So he will score. S runner, advance. So this great game, man. Has a lot of small details like that, you know. And it's all different. You never know what's going to happen, so you got to pay attention. It's not like a game that, oh, I know what this means. This is an automatic sacrifice fly. No, it's like maybe you'll get your guy in, maybe you won't. Sometimes even like advanced and slower guys will score, but a fast guy he's gonna have to roll. It's interesting. Not all the time, but sometimes. So that's going to be a fly ball to, what did we say, right field, and the runner will score on this. So Logan picks up an RBI, drives in Crandall, the catcher. And that's 3-0 now here in the top of the 9th for the Braves. And here's going to be Felix Mentee, Felix the Cat, with a 35 and a 35. Will be an out. And what kind of an out? Fly out to right. Wally Post is out there, makes the catch. 2 outs. And now it's the pitcher Burdette with a 42, and that'll be an out. Bouncer to short, charged by Fernandez, and he makes the play cleanly. 1 run on 1 hit, and it's 3-0. We move to the bottom of the 9th. What a great game this has been so far. Lou Burdette with a gem, a 6-hit gem. And he's going to face Chico Fernandez, right-handed hitter with a 54. That's going to be a 54 card check. It's going to say go to Wilder. I pull a card. Wilder says base is empty. Foul pop-up down the line in left field. We're going to check for an error. And a 14. No error. So he makes the catch. So a foul out down the line to the left fielder. So he pulls it foul, and it hangs up there, and it gives Anderson a chance to get to it, make the catch. So one out here. Burdette may ground it out to short. And, okay, now it's Fernandez with a foul out to left field. So you get... There's one thing I haven't really seen, and this is the only game that does it. A 6U, a 4U. I don't know if it does a 1U. I was listening to a classic game today on YouTube, and the pitcher actually, it was a ground ball, a high hopper towards first base. The pitcher came off the mound, full, steam ahead, grabbed the ball and beat the runner to first base. So that would be a 1U, and I don't think I've ever seen that in one game. If there's a game that'll have it, this game will have it. Okay, because it has 4Us, it has 5Us, it has 6Us, Anyway, all right, so that's one out. Ed Boucher's up. Here's the pitch from Burdette, and that's a 61, and that'll be an out. Of what kind? He's a lefty, so that'll be bounced to first, and this will be it has a ground ball to first, and he'll flip to Burdette covering for out number 2. So we're down to the last out. Now with this game, once you click, it doesn't, one thing that I have to say about this online game is you have to be very careful. When you get to the last out, be very careful, because once you make the last out, you're done. It doesn't say, okay, you just clicked the last out of the game. Are you sure you want to end the game? It doesn't give you that confirmation, man. That is crucial, because once you're out, you're out. If you made a mistake with a sub, if you didn't bring in a relief pitcher because you missed out, whatever it is, you can fix the stats, but you can't fix the game. And it's a whole process to fix the stats, to go in there and add a game that he pitched and add the inning if it was a relief pitcher that you forgot, or just whatever you did, so you got to be really careful. So now Burdette he pitched to 27, he's still fine. Wally Post is up. Wally Post batting .358, and here's the pitch. I'm going to take care of my dogs. That's a 56, and that's a strikeout. Curveball gets him, and that's the ball game. What a game. What a game pitched by Burdette here in Philadelphia. And it's going to be 3 runs, shutout, 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. Against the Phillies, no runs, 6 hits, and no errors. And it's going to be 20-13 for the Braves. And loss goes to Robin Roberts. He's 2-3. Burdette is going to be 4-4. 4-4. He gets the win. And Burdette his ERA is going to be 3.2. So his WHIP is 1.0. In reality, Burdette's WHIP was 1.2. So he's doing better than expected. He doesn't give up a lot of walks. That's really key. And that's it. Great game. I had a blast. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. Remember to like and subscribe and to comment. And join the Universal Baseball Association. It's really ultimately it is the Facebook group for the hobby for guys that don't like Facebook groups because of all the bad stuff that goes on. This is one of the best groups, and I guarantee that you'll really truly enjoy it. And we got a great bunch of guys. And no heavy-handed type of, authoritarian rule. It's just like-minded guys enjoying themselves, and that's about it. This is Fall Classic Baseball. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, the king of late dice rolling. I fell asleep in a game yesterday, by the way. Anyway, I will see you guys soon. Take care. Adios, amigos. Gotta take care of my dogs.